In today's video, I want to go over the 8 daily habits that I have that allow me to keep a very active, productive, and beautiful life. Even with my full-time job, this channel, 3 children, I'm about to be a grandma, tons of stuff going on. So if you are interested in something like that, stick around and let's jump into this video. So let's get into this video. My name is Jamie. I'm a registered nurse. I like to make videos on wellness, intentional wellness, and just overall general healthy living. Before we talk about what my 8 habits for this healthy lifestyle and well-being are, I wanted to first talk about what a habit actually is. So a habit is generally something that you do repetitively and sometimes without even thinking. So it's a habit like nail biting. But you can also make things a habit like washing your face every night or going on a walk after dinner every night. But habits can be tricky to break and to start, so let's start with that. If you have an existing habit that you want to break, it can take about 18 to 250 days to break a habit. That takes a lot of mental effort to break yourself of a habit. The average, if you're consistent with changing your behavior, is about 66 days to break a habit. To start a habit, a new habit, takes about 21 days to get going on your new habit and 90 days for it to actually become that habit that you no longer have to think about. So this takes effort as well. And my example for you is that I was always so bad about washing my face every single night. And about 5 years ago, it was my New Year's resolution, like no matter what, I'm gonna do a whole nighttime routine, which was washing my face, flossing my teeth, brushing my teeth, you know, everything. All the lotions, all the creams. And I had to consciously make myself go in and do all of this every single night. And now I never think about it. And in fact, now I could never go to bed without doing that. So whatever habit you want to start, just commit to 90 days. And it might be uncomfortable at first and you might be dragging your feet. But if you can do it for 90 days, then you will develop a new habit and it'll make your life better. I can't decide if I want to start with my nighttime routine, my morning routine, or what I do during the day because it's all kind of tied together. So I guess we'll start with the morning. So in the morning, I am definitely an early riser, partly not by choice because I have a dog who wakes me up every morning very early, really early, about 4 a.m. So I mean 5 a.m. would be more ideal to wake up, but I am an early riser and it is wonderful for me because I have coffee in the morning and water. I sit outside if weather permits and I have my cup of coffee outside with no phone. And I just sort of enjoy this quiet moment in the morning. Sometimes I'll journal in the morning if I want to do that, and that can kind of just give me a boost to start my day and start it in a productive way. And when I do the journaling, it actually helps me sort of take notes as to what I need to get done in the day because it triggers my thinking, and so that can be really helpful. After I have my coffee, I normally have a very small breakfast. Now, I don't know if you have noticed this or if you know this already, but eating breakfast in the morning is like the most important meal of the day. It gets your metabolism going. It makes it so that you're not starving by the time you do actually eat later in the day. And I just really like to have a very small piece of toast with peanut butter on it. It's just sort of what I do. And I have my little breakfast and then I exercise in some way or another. A really easy way for me to exercise is I walk my dog. She loves to go on walks. She prompts me to go on walks with her. But I also, I love to run. I love to run outside. And I like going to Bikram yoga and I go to body pump. And I'll tell you a little bit about each of these. So I walk my dog, and when I walk my dog, I probably walk for about a mile. I walk at a somewhat quick pace with her, but you know, she wants to sniff and take breaks and pee and all of that stuff. So it's not like a serious workout for me, but it gets me outside. It's fresh air. It's really relaxing. I love doing that with my dog. I really love running. I am going to make a video about how I got into running and my experience with marathon running because to me, that has been one of the joys of my life. It keeps me in shape. It clears my head. I've literally figured out all of my life problems while on a run. And I just can't emphasize it enough. If you're watching this video and you're thinking, no way can I run, or you're one of those people that are like, if you see me running, I'm probably being chased. If you start out slowly, you can do it, and it really, I don't know, for me, running is the thing. So I love to run. I also love to go to Bikram yoga. Bikram yoga is the yoga that's in a 110-degree yoga studio, and it's 90 minutes long. There's tons of rules in Bikram yoga. It's the same 26 postures for the 90 minutes. So I've been doing it for over 5 years, and it never gets boring. I know where I should be or where I want to be, and it's just a really good reflective practice. And like I have said, I made a video about Bikram yoga, but if you can make it through a 90-minute Bikram yoga class, you can make it through anything in life. A habit that is so important to me is that I clean my room and make my bed every single day while I'm getting ready and before I go to work. For me, it's very soothing to have a clean room. It makes me feel more put together and a little bit more calm for the day when I know that my room is just clean. And then when I come home from work, I come home to a clean room. So making my bed, cleaning my room every day is very important. I just pick stuff up and making my bed, and that's enough. It really does make a big difference in my mood and sort of how I feel productive for the rest of the day. So now we're moving into sort of the nighttime routine. So at night, I always have a cup of herbal tea. I watch TV for a little while, but I go into my room very early because I like to have a sort of long, relaxing nighttime routine. It's very helpful for sleep. It helps me with my anxiety, and it just gets me ready for a good night's sleep, but also a great next day. So I have my cup of herbal tea, I watch TV, and then this is, to me, one of the most key things that I do. And my husband knows I say this every night. I make my coffee for the next day the night before, because that way when I get up at my very early wake time, I just walk into the kitchen and flip on the coffee maker and it starts brewing right away. But every night when I do make my coffee, it gives me this happy feeling of, you know, this is like, I'm looking forward to tomorrow, making my coffee, getting ready for that. After I make my coffee, I go in my room and I do my whole face and, you know, skincare routine. I brush and floss my teeth. I have Invisalign right now, so it's super important to do really, really good brushing and flossing of the teeth. I wash my face, I put on my creams, and then I get in bed and I do my gratitude journal where I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for, and I read for about an hour. And if I don't have a good book, I'm kind of flustered, like I have to have a book to read. And that way I'm not on social media. Oh, and in fact, when I do read, I have a Kindle, because if I read on my phone, people are texting me and it distracts me, and then I start texting and then I go on social media. So I put my phone down and I read from my Kindle, and that allows me to go to bed with a very clear mind. Practicing that gratitude journal every night before I go to bed, it allows me to just change the narrative. I had a good one recently because I had foot surgery this summer, and I'm such an active person, and I was just beside myself that I couldn't walk for 6 weeks, and I had a boot, and I did not enjoy that. But my gratitude journal, I was able to change that narrative. So instead of being so whiny that I couldn't walk, instead I was grateful that I had, you know, a nice safe house to recover in, and that I had the supplies that I needed in order to have a speedy recovery, and the kind of food that I need and vitamins to take. So it really did help me sort of pull myself out of a little bit of a depressive funk over not being able to walk. But doing a gratitude journal is pretty significant right before you go to bed, because then you're going to bed with positive thoughts. When I started this whole new healthy habits routine, I also incorporated taking vitamin supplements to support my aging process and general overall health and my hormones. So I would love for you to watch that video next on vitamins to help us be happy and live our best lives. So click on that video next, and I'll see you in the next video.